Hey guys, so it's now Monday and I'm getting ready to head out for a run. It's actually early afternoon. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my stuff. But yeah, it's I was going out this morning, but I just kind of, I don't know, I was feeling a bit too tired today and just not motivated, so I thought I'd leave it till a bit later in the day. So it's not too late, it's only like 2 in the afternoon. But I was also considering walking because, like I said, I wanted to do a 5k challenge in May. But then I realised to do it properly, I have to run 5k. My aim is to actually run 100 miles this month. But to do that and register on my Nike app, I actually have to run. So, yeah. So I've guilted myself kind of into running it now. I've also decided to up the ante a little bit, and I actually have a jump rope. And as well as doing 5k every day, I'm just going to do 50 jump ropes as well. So being to the 4th day in now, it means I got 3 days to make up on. So yeah, I'm only going to do 100 today, and then I'll do 100 tomorrow and 100 the next day. But yeah, I don't quite know what today's going to be like, but it's cold out, and as you can see I've got a vest top on, so I'm probably going to be freezing to start off with, but hopefully I'll warm up pretty quick. But yeah, same route as yesterday, once again, same as pretty much everything the same, headphones but no music, and obviously my phone and a drink. And hopefully I can tread a couple of seconds off my time from yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to finish lacing my shoes up now and head out. So, run's all done now. Yeah, I had a slight change of mind in regards to where I was going to run. So instead of going on my normal 5k route, I actually decided to try and do the 5k in my garden. Now, I've measured out for this before, and my garden's about 25 metres, so one lap's about 25 metres. So I knew 5k meant I'd have to do about 200 laps, which was going to be interesting. Now, it wasn't too bad, and because it was on grass, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but my running shoes are actually on their way out. So to try and preserve them a little bit more, because I was running on the grass, I decided to do the entire thing barefoot, which also made things a little interesting, because it meant I had to go around first and make sure that the path was clear. But yeah, I did have a slight issue, technology wise again. So I did about 1.4 kilometres and I still had my shoes on, and at that point I said, actually no, I want to do this barefoot. So I stopped, thought I paused my watch, and actually I stopped it. So because I needed the app to read 5 kilometres, it meant I had to start over again. So in the end I ended up doing about 6.5 kilometres opposed to 5. So that was interesting. But yeah, and I think I'm going to be paying for it because it's a couple hours later now, but my legs are starting to pull a bit. So I think that's just to do with the fact that my garden's on an incline. So running up and down an incline for nearly an hour could definitely pull on the legs a little bit. As for I also discovered that my Nike running app isn't very good at that kind of run. So my Fitbit registered 5 kilometres, whereas my Nike running app didn't even register 2. So I think if I was to do that again, I'd stick to my Fitbit. But yeah, it was an interesting run. As for my stats on it, I did 5.1 kilometres. I did it in 50 minutes and 39 seconds, so my average pace was just under 10 minutes. So definitely not my fastest 5k, I think it's about 10 minutes slower than I would normally run it. But yeah, definitely interesting, and it was nice to kind of mix things up a little bit, and I've been wanting to try doing it in the garden for a while anyway, so I'm glad I got that opportunity yesterday. So yeah, I'm going to go now, and I'll see you guys for my next run. So as you can see, I'm still in my house at the moment. I'm just about to head out for a run. Well, I say head out for a run. What I've done, I've set up my treadmill and I'm just going to do a treadmill run today. Reason for that is it's kind of windy out, and it is really hard to run in the wind, especially the direction I run in or the route I run in, because you're running like full force into it, so it makes it a lot harder. Plus, where I was doing my garden 5k yesterday, my calves are really tight, so I don't want to go too far from home. So I've decided to just do a treadmill run, even if I have to split it up into 2 separate runs. As long as I get my 5k done in total today, then I'll be happy. But yeah, I'm gonna finish just grabbing my stuff, so putting my shoes on and making sure my drink is ready, and then I'm gonna get on the treadmill. So yeah, I'll see you guys once my run is done. So I'm currently doing my warm-up. As you can hear, my treadmill's going. I've also got my GoPro, so I'm going to try filming as much as I can on my GoPro for this treadmill run. I've just done over 5 minutes of walking, so I'm probably going to stop after this clip and start stretching out. But yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how I get on with the treadmill, because it's been a couple of years since I've run on this one in particular, and I know the last time I didn't enjoy it, so yeah, it should be interesting. So I'm done with my run on the treadmill, and it just kind of reminded me why I hate running on a treadmill, or particularly that treadmill. The problem I have with it is it's about 15 years old, so it's not the best treadmill as it is, and it's also quite short, so if I'm walking on it I'm not too bad, but as soon as I start running, because my stride gets longer, I'm just either clipping the guards at the back or I'm clipping the guard at the front, and it's not fun, and I'm always worried that I'm going to injure myself doing that. I also had technical difficulties again because I got just past a mile, so I think I got about 1.7 kilometres, and like I said, because of my strides I clipped the guards, so I knocked one of the guards off the back. So I stopped the treadmill so I could fix it, and I obviously paused my nightcap, but once again I stopped my Fitbit instead of pausing it, so I lost a lot of that. I tried to like restart. I thought, right, I'd done, was it 1.7, so I'll just make up the difference to 5k, but my Fitbit just wasn't tracking as well then, so that kind of sucks. So I've only got my nightcap to track that one, but I have transferred the data over. But yeah, I think I'll stick to outdoor running, because the garden run ended up hurting my legs, and the treadmill just was miserable, especially because you're just staring at a wall, so it was not that fun, and you've really got to kind of go in your head a bit, or out of your head even, just to get through it. So yeah, I think I'll stick to outside running from now on. So yeah, I'm gonna, as you can see, I'm quite sweaty, so I'm gonna go grab a shower or a bath, which is running right now because my legs are still a bit tight from yesterday, so I'm gonna give them another soak. I'll see you guys again for my next run. Hey guys, so once again, I know it's the running diaries, but I'm not running today. The last 2 days I've kind of done my calves in a bit, so I'm giving them a day off. I am out, I'm still doing my 5k, but I'm just doing a 5k walk instead, just to keep my legs going, but to not injure myself. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy when I walk around, especially because it's a really nice day today. I didn't really want to waste it by sitting inside, so yeah, gone for a nice little walk. I've kind of broken the rules, and I've driven up to see my sister, so we've kind of walking at a distance from the park, so I can see my nephew. But yeah, she's not with me at the moment because he needed his feed, so she's back on a bench somewhere, giving him his bottle while I just do laps of the lake. So yeah, hopefully I'll get out tomorrow for my run. Hopefully my calves feel a bit better and it won't be as tight. And yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Hey guys, so I know I normally film on my warm-up, but I'm actually out on my run. I did my warm-up just in my garden, so didn't really want to film there. But yeah, I'm just on a kilometre now, and yeah, this run should be interesting because it's very warm. I can, like, the air is really heavy, it's that kind of warm, but to counteract that, it's actually raining as well. It's not a heavy rain, it's just a nice light rain, which actually I quite enjoy. As you can see, I don't have my running jacket on, although it did start raining before I left. I decided to just go without, because like I said, it's too warm and it's too heavy with that to be wearing a jacket as well. So yeah, just had to pause briefly because as you can see there was another runner coming, so I wanted to get out of the way. But yeah, I didn't run yesterday, like I said, I just went for a walk because my legs, my calves in particular, were tight. Still a little tight today, but they are better, so I'm hoping this run will help. I am going to take it easy. I've run up the first hill, but I'm probably going to walk up the rest, just not to push it too far. But yeah, one upside to this weather is, like I said before, whenever it rains, less people go out. But I'm one of those people who actually enjoys running, as long as it's not absolutely pelting it down. When it's just a light rain, I actually don't mind it too much. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going for time today. If I get a good PB or a good lap or whatever, then I'll be happy, but that'll just be a bonus. Today is just about getting out and doing it. You may have also noticed that the last couple of runs I've had a different bandana on. That reason is my hat, much I like wearing it, there's only so many times in a row you can wear it before it gets too sweaty and it needs to be washed. So because I have like a bag full of these bandanas from years ago now, I decided just to use them, because all I need is just something near my forehead to try and help absorb the sweat. They're not the best, but they definitely do absorb the sweat because they're soaking by the time I take them off. But yeah, I'm going to end this clip here now, and I'll let you know how the run goes once I'm done. So I'm back from the run now. I got back a little while ago. I've showered, dried off, and I've had some food. But yeah, that was probably one of my favourite runs to do. Like, pace-wise, it wasn't anything special, and I still had to walk quite a bit, but just like the feeling of being out in the rain and when it's warm, it's probably like my favourite conditions to run in, because the rain stops me from overheating, but then because it's warm enough you don't get too cold either. So I don't know what it is, I always seem to enjoy those runs more, but it's very rare that you get those kind of conditions. You either get rain or warm. It's very rare that you get both. But yeah, that was a fun run, and obviously I was soaked by the time I got back, so that's why I didn't film straight away. I needed to jump in the shower before I started to cool down too much. As for the stats in that run, it came out as 5.59 kilometers, which I find interesting because every time I do that route, it's the exact same route, but it tends to have like a 1.1 variant, no, 0.01 variance on it. So it's usually about 5.6, but it kind of goes about 100 meters, no, about 10 meters either way. I did it in 45 minutes and 41 seconds, so a little faster than some of them, but slower than my last time doing that route. My average pace was 8 minutes 10, so slower than it has been the last two times, but still a reasonable pace. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go chill out for the rest of the day now, and I'll see you for my run tomorrow. So guys, it's now Friday, the 8th of May, and I'm just finishing getting ready to go out for a run. I'm not particularly looking forward to this one because conditions are completely different to yesterday. So it's currently about 16 degrees and it doesn't look like it's going to rain at all. So it's going to be a very hot run, I think. I knew it was going to be warm today because it had been predicting all week. So I had planned to get out early, but I woke up about 6 AM and my thing was if I woke up then I'd get up, you know, have breakfast, do normal, and then go for a run. But yeah, that didn't happen. I ended up rolling over and go back to sleep for another hour, 2.5 hours. So I'm out a lot later than I planned. Like, it's nearly 10 o'clock, so it's pretty much I'm going out at my normal time. But obviously it would have been nicer to go out earlier when it wasn't so warm. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm not going to push it too hard because it's just not going to be a good idea. And I'm going to make sure I definitely have a drink today so I don't get too dehydrated. I also might leave a bucket of water outside before I leave, just so I can cool off as quickly as possible when I get back. But yeah, should be an interesting run. Like I said, I'm not particularly looking forward to it because I don't really like running when it gets this warm. But yeah, let's see how this goes. So back from the run now. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was, considering how warm it was. I thought I was going to be sweating a lot more and struggling a lot more. That being said, it was a slower run. I think I was about a minute slower than I was yesterday. But like I said, because I knew the heat, I did slow down just to be on the safe side. And I still took on roughly the same fluids. Like, I didn't feel that much thirstier. But yeah, I definitely slowed down a lot more on that one because it felt like a lot more effort in that heat. I'm talking a bit quickly, by the way, because I'm doing a quiz in like 10 minutes, so I want to get this filmed before then. But yeah, my stats on that, I did apparently 5.66 kilometers, like I said in yesterday's clip, or the clip for yesterday. I run the exact same distance, but it kind of like jumps as in how it reads. So yesterday I read it as 5.59, today it's 5.66, so I don't quite know how that works. I did it in 46 minutes and 29 seconds, so like I said, about a minute slower than yesterday. My average pace was 8 minutes 12, so only about 2 seconds slower on the average pace. And like I said, as long as it's between 8 to 8.5, I'm happy, so still a decent pace. But yeah, I definitely felt the heat a little bit. I don't think I put it in this clip, it might have been in my clip from my other video. I did wear sunglasses with me, but I think I took them off about less than a mile in, just because they were starting to fog up a little bit because I was getting warm. So that was interesting, just running, and it added a little obstacle, having to like juggle my water bottle and my sunglasses, and then my phone towards the end. But yeah, it was kind of an interesting run. It was nice to go. I also had to give a cyclist directions because I think he was just trying a new route and didn't quite know where he went. So that slowed me down by a couple of seconds, but I quickly made that up. And there were a lot more runners out, not so much like when I was in like the country part, but when I got more back into the village, there seemed to be a lot of runners out, which was interesting. Don't think I've actually seen that many runners out at that time of day. But I think a lot of people were thinking of getting things out of the way early, especially considering it's VE Day today, which is the end of the war in Europe. So there are a lot of parties and barbecues this evening going in like people's houses, so I think everybody wanted to get their runs down early today. So yeah, I'm going to leave this clip here now because like I said, I have to go log into this quiz, and I'll see you guys for my next run. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm out again on the run. I'm currently walking. I'm also a little out of breath because I just had to do a sprint back there because there was a car coming, so I needed to sprint to get into the clearing. But yeah, today's just going to be another very sweaty run because I think it's about 2 or 3 degrees actually warmer than it was yesterday. I think if this keeps up, which I think it is for the next few days, I do need to start getting out earlier because this heat is just going to get brutal. So yeah, I really need to learn to start getting up earlier and not sleeping in. But yeah, I'm doing the same route I always do, just because consistency, but also, like I said, 5k every day. I might do further tomorrow, I don't know, depending on what time I get up and the temperature, but it should definitely be interesting. And what I've noticed today and yesterday is there are a lot more bugs around again, so it means I'm swallowing a lot more bugs again, which is kind of gross. Rose seems to be at the same spot, so yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe start wearing a covering over my face, or at least over my mouth, to try and stop that because it's not fun. But yeah, I'm gonna end this clip here now because I'm coming back up to my run point, so I kind of got set points which once I hit them I start running again, so I'm coming up to that now. So I'll leave this clip here and I'll see you after the run. All done with the run now. That was quite difficult. It wasn't like, it didn't feel much warmer than yesterday, but it was a bit of a struggle because you could just feel the heat, and it does, or at least for me, it does slow me down. Like I've noticed I'm running almost like a minute slower when it's warmer. Even the run I did the other day where I was running in the rain, I was running a little slower than I would have normally. Yeah, it's kind of, it's hard to do in this, like you can't gauge how you're going to run when it's warm, and I think the easiest method is just to get out earlier, and obviously like I said, for me to do that means I have to get up earlier, so I might actually set an alarm tomorrow just so I can get up early and get out before it gets too warm. That way hopefully I stand a better chance. As for my times on that one, so I did 5.63 kilometers, so once again the distance exactly the same but varied how it registered on the GPS. Did it in 46 minutes and 26 seconds, so I think that's slightly faster than yesterday. Yeah, like a couple of seconds faster than yesterday. My average pace was 8:14, so it's kind of interesting that I was faster by about 3 seconds but my pace was slower. I think that probably kind of works out. But yeah, there were some like positives, like there were a couple of run breaks where I was able to run, or walk breaks where I was able to run further before I needed the walk breaks, so they were a bit shorter, and I was got back to running a bit quicker. But I think looking at my splits for like the last 3 days, my running isn't the issue, it's more my walking. So the 2km and 3km tend to be the ones where I do the most walking, and those are my slowest splits. So normally, even though I walk it, my 2km, well, I don't walk the whole thing, but I do run on it as well. My 2km is always under 9, but the last 3 days it's been like 9.5 minutes. Or actually I think it was below 9 today, but only just. So yeah, I think I just need to work more on that 2nd kilometre and maybe picking up my pace a bit more on it, and maybe running for a bit longer. I did technically run longer today on that particular stretch at the beginning of the 2km, but because a car was coming, I had to sprint to get into a clearing to get out of the way, and I think that just kind of threw me off a little bit. So yeah, something definitely to work on tomorrow, especially if I get up early enough, is to try and walk a little less on that 2nd kilometre, or at least run a bit faster or walk faster. So yeah, I'm gonna go now because my camera battery is flashing, so I'll see you guys for my next run. Morning guys, so it's now Sunday. It's currently about 8:30 in the morning, so I think this is the earliest I've ever got out to run. I was hoping to get out a little earlier, but I couldn't remember where I put some of my stuff from yesterday, so I was kind of running around the house for about 15 minutes trying to find everything. But yeah, it doesn't feel as warm as it did yesterday at the moment, but that could be because it's, like I said, it's earlier, it's about 2 hours earlier than I ran the last 2 days. But I can already feel it is starting to warm up, and it's going to be probably another warm one. So I'm glad I'm out early. I'm expecting it to be a slow one today, because although it's not quite as warm, I am at that point where my legs are just tired now. Like even just walking as I am now, my legs feel like lead. So it's going to make for a very interesting run. So I'm not expecting the best time. I also said that I might attempt 10k today. That's not going to happen. I'm just going to do 5k because, like I said, my legs are tired. They just feel like they've got nothing left in them. So I'm going to try and do some recovery stuff later on to hopefully get a bit more energy in them. But yeah, I'm a bit low on energy in general because I didn't sleep last night. Or I did sleep, but just not very well. So once again, I'm tired, and I seem to be in a constant state of tired lately. So I think I'm going to have to look at a nighttime routine to try and get me to sleep a bit better. But that's not relevant right now. So yeah, I'm hoping, well, I'm also going to do some shopping. I'm going to go on Amazon once I get back, because I really do need to buy some more equipment. Because remember, like 2 weeks ago, well, probably maybe more than that, I bought a new running belt. Now, it was great in the sense that it had pockets and a bit more storage in it than my current one, which comes in handy because now, you know, I've got my phone. I've just got my key, but that's fine in my current belt, and an inhaler. So on 5k's, my belt can only just about hold my sock then. But obviously if I'm going for like 10k's, because I tend to put like the odd snack in, the belt's just not suitable. And although I do have a hydro pack, that's not necessarily convenient because the pockets are on the back, so I have to stop to take the backpack off. So yeah, I'm going to look at getting a new one. I've seen one on Amazon that I like, I just haven't ordered it yet, so I'm probably going to do that when I get home after this run, or well, after I've showered. And yeah, this is going to be, I think this is going to be a bit of a hard one, just energy and motivation wise. But I'm hoping for the best. So yeah, I'm going to finish warming up and stretch out, and I'll see you guys after the run. All done with the run now. As you can see, I'm back in my house. Considering how tired my legs were, that actually didn't go too bad. Like pace wise, I think it was actually the fastest I've done in a couple of days. I think part of that was just because it was a bit cooler, but like I said, my legs they just felt like they were made of lead today, just no energy or life in them. So it was a bit of a push to try and get them moving. But yeah, it was kind of nice to go out a bit earlier because I've had most of the day really to just do other stuff. So I might stick to actually going up earlier. But yeah, that run was nicer because, like I said, I got out like 2 hours earlier, so it wasn't quite as warm. And to be honest, since I got back, it's been like gale force winds. So I'm glad I did get out earlier and didn't have to run in that. Like I said, even though my legs were tired, that's probably the best and fastest run I've had all week. So I did 5.67 kilometers. Did it in 45 minutes and 10 minutes. 45 minutes 10 seconds. I can't speak. And my average pace was 7:57. So once again, the fastest I've run in a while. And like I said, I just don't quite know how that happened. Like, I'm kind of dreading tomorrow because if that was a good run, it probably means I'm going to have a bad one tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. Like I said in the last clip, I have been on Amazon and have ordered some new kit to help with hydration. Just something, running vest, so I can put like my phone in there and my inhaler and have a bit more room and a bit easier access to them. That should hopefully be in a couple of days, and I'll test it out obviously once this year. But yeah, I'm going to leave this clip here now, and this is the last run of the week. So I'm going to go finish editing this video, and I'll see you next week.